Hi, I'm Lo and I'm here with Vicky to show you how we get this soft goldy brownie glam.
I think this is definitely my signature look, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we always get asked loads of questions about it, so we thought we'd tell you exactly how it's done. So if you want to find out, stay watching.
So we're starting with Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC.
Where are you putting that?
All over your face.
No!
Yes!
It's too late. Where are you going?
This goes on your eyes.
Okay.
And it is going to make your eyeshadow pop and stop it from moving or creasing.
So is it like a primer for your eye?
Yeah, pretty much.
I know stuff.
She knows the things. You just close and you just buff this all over the lid and all the way up to the brow. And then we're going to take that right under the eye as well, so if you look up.
This is normally my least favourite part because it means I can't look at my phone.
Yeah. She gets really upset at looking up. And so she even fakes looking up. So she looks down, but what do you do with your mouth? So she does the looking up mouth, but actually looks down. And I'm like, no, I've noticed the eyes aren't up.
Stop telling everyone my secrets. I'm really well behaved in the makeup chair normally.
Oh yeah. So now taking Burnt Orange from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Is it Renaissance or Renaissance?
I mean, I feel like it's a potato kind of thing.
Yeah. And we're going to close. We're taking it on a big fluffy brush from NYX. And we're going to buff that all into the crease. This is going to give you a nice blend out with your shadow and make everything lovely and blown out. No harsh edges.
I hate that. I know it's personal preference, but for me, I love like a smudgy, blurred look.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more natural.
Definitely. I'm not about like the cut crease life, like all these really harsh.
No, nah.
I can appreciate like
the art of it.
Yes, definitely. But it's just like I love just blown out shit.
I agree. I feel like I know it's not natural, and I'll be sitting in this chair for an hour, but like I like to convince myself. I'm like, oh, it's smudgy and natural.
Yeah. Yes.
I woke up like this.
And now we're taking Raw Sienna from the same Anastasia palette.
So like browns and oranges and stuff work well with my eyes because they're green.
Yes.
Okay.
Same with mine. They make them pop the green like.
Green eye twins.
Oh yeah.
So what other colours would you use on other eyes to make them pop? So say for example like a blue eye.
Blue eyes you can use again like oranges or even like more reddy on a blue eye.
Really?
You can really make it like pew pew pew
pew. Absolute baby blue persuaders. Okay. What about brown?
Browns you can pretty much do whatever with them, but browns do look sick with like a purple eye.
Really?
Because purples are quite like a cool tone.
Right.
So against like, you know, like a warm little brown.
It's the juxtaposition.
Yeah, so you should like go, if you looked at the colour wheel, you always look at the opposite like side of the colour wheel is what's going to make that colour pop.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, with the Raw Sienna, which is just a little bit more of a tan brownie, we're just going in like the outer corner of the eye and blending that right out into the crease a little bit. Now we're using Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. So I'm taking in Cocoa Bear, which is just like a little chocolatey brown, with a little smaller blending brush. Or a blending brush. Closed, and then you're just going in this very little bottom corner. Again, adding a little bits of definition without making it harsh.
And I think, so I've noticed you're going like, you start with like the lightest colours and you go darker as you go, is that right?
Yeah, this means because you can start with the more blended out, like blown out colours, and then you bring it down into the darker bits of the definition.
Right,
And that's how you stop as well from getting like a really like muddy looking eye.
Okay.
So the colours don't all just go block and blend into one. They kind of smoothly transition.
Ooh, top tip.
Oh, yeah. Something's tickling.
Tickling!
So we're using Anastasia's Primavera colour from the same palette.
And we're going to pop that.
So this is going to go on your lid with just a flat shadow brush, so we can pack that colour on and give you a slight, well, if I say the word shimmer, she'll freak out.
Don't like sparkle.
So we're going to see a sheen.
Do you always start with the eyes?
A lot of the time, yeah. If I'm going to do a really soft eye, like I think sometimes you can get away with doing the skin first. But it's just because I like to, if you've got any fall down, I just like to make it all really clean, wipe it away underneath, and then you can make that skin all nice and you're not having to like battle with like there being any fall down on the under
Drop
eye.
down, okay,
yeah.
I get you.
And now I'm going to take Cypress Umber, that nice dark brown there. I'm taking it on a really short shadow brush from Zoeva, which is going to let me pack the little bit of colour in there. And I'm just going to take this into the lash line instead of a liner. So it gives you that, just close. So it gives you that bit of definition across the lash line. Again, without the harsh line.
I'm sensing a pattern here,
Yeah.
babe. So you've got a cute little brush, just to make sure the line's like nice and small.
Yeah, so it's not like a perfect line, it's kind of like a little smudgy line.
But that's the vibe we're going for, innit?
Yeah.
I suppose for someone who's like learning as well and isn't like as accomplished as yourself, something like this would probably be something nice to start on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because you're not having to worry about getting that wing like perfect. Like wings are always like, even as a makeup artist, like when you're doing a wing on someone, that's the time where like you don't breathe.
I don't even breathe.
It's like, So this is Quite Natural paint pot from MAC. I'm taking this just in the bottom of the eye, just look up. So even if we're doing quite a soft eye, Vicky still likes quite a bit of definition in the bottom. She'll always fight me for a bit of kohl pencil in there.
I think it's just like a case of old habits dying hard, mate.
Yeah, like that's what you would always do. You'd always whack a bit of like kohl in the bottom and
Yeah.
some eyelashes on. That was, yeah.
That was like pretty much the only thing I sort of had in my locker.
So it's like, I need my kohl.
Yeah, I've definitely lightened up over the years through like Underneath Low's guidance, which has been particularly good. I put a bit of white eye pencil in there.
Oh, when I was behaving.
Just on our birthdays.
Special occasions.
I feel like it really defines your eye.
Yeah.
I do know for some situations it's not ideal, i.e. when you're on telly, because it makes you have squinty eyes.
Sometimes if there's quite like harsh lighting on the telly and you put too much black in the bottom, you just look at that. Like you can't see the monitor.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Like I'm short-sighted. On today's show...
I know what you're saying about short-sighted. Again, we're taking Burnt Orange from that palette. Just look right up. And we're taking that little short brush again. And we're just buffing this Burnt Orange into the lash line. So for the inner corner, I'm going to mix a bit of Vermeer and Primavera. It's just going to make the inner corner like pop. So with number 77 liner from Inglot, which is the black, I'm just taking a tiny amount into the waterline, just because Vicky likes that little bit of definition.
You are good to me.
Definition again.
You are good to me.
So just a tiny bit on the brush, just look up. Now we're taking Cypress Umber again, on that little short shadow brush. And look right up. And I'm just going to really press that into the lash line, just to kind of blend out from that black into the tan shade. So I'm just going to wipe away any fall down from under the eyes, so we can get that base looking fresh AF.
I feel like foundation's my favourite bit because it makes us look human.
It is the bit you put it on and you go,
that's me.
Yeah. Now I'm taking the Nip and Fab foundation. So I'm taking this with a big fluffy foundation brush from Real Techniques. And you're just going to take little amounts and buff it into the skin and build it up where you need it.
Doesn't feel heavy either.
No, but it actually gives you some coverage.
Yeah?
I don't like it when like stuff feels like, look at this.
Yeah, you know about it.
This is the Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. We're going to use as a concealer. We need a tiny amount of this stuff, it is magic.
Secret weapon.
Covers anything, this stuff.
Waves goodbye to late nights and early mornings.
So we're just taking that all under the eye, bringing that down in like a triangle shape, because then it will lift this whole area. If you just put it here, it's going to like highlight like a bag under your eye. So you always want to drag it down a little bit. And then taking the MAC Set Powder, I'm just going to pat this under the eyes to set that concealer. Stop it creasing. And then we're taking the Iconic Illuminator, the original one.
This product is everything in it.
It gives you that glow. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit on the brush and we're just buffing that into the high points of the face.
So it's like the top of the cheekbone essentially,
yeah? Top of the cheekbones, like across the outer corners of the forehead, like the temples, a little bit down the nose.
God, you can already see that, can't you?
Oh yeah.
Pow! Popping.
Your highlight is popping.
Your highlight is cool. Your highlight is popping.
Oh yeah, that lip gloss, huh? So this is the Nip and Fab contour kit in the colour Caramel we're going to use. Under the cheekbone here.
Oh, yeah. Now you see, I think this might be my favourite bit.
Yes. Sculpting and bronzing.
Yes. I just feel like I go from like a weak 2 to a solid 6 with a bit of contour. You shave a stone off me great big pie head.
Oh yes, it's huge. Have you seen my head next to yours? Giant head.
You've not got a giant head.
Dude, it's huge. Hats don't fit. I can't get hats.
Oh, bowling ball head over here. I had no idea it would bother you so.
Oh yeah. I'm taking caramel again on the forehead.
This is making me hungry.
The caramel.
Stop talking
I
about
was like,
caramel.
your forehead.
No, caramel.
Either side of the nose. Vicky has a tiny nose anyway, so we don't need to like contour it to death.
It's a button. Any tips for contouring, babe? Because I noticed when it's bad, like literally, I tried doing mine once when Lo wasn't around. I've never forgiven her, and I essentially just ended up looking like a tiger.
Right.
Like it was just very aggressive. Like, is the buffing out one of the biggest parts?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I think people are scared that if they don't buff enough that they're gonna like lose the contour. But I think like the more you buff, the softer it's gonna look. You're still gonna have that shade and that shape there, but it's just gonna blend into everything. This is the Pierre Rene bronzer. I'm just gonna take this to bronze up the skin a little bit more. Just make sure that she's all matched into her neck and bod. Right. Hey! And then the iconic shimmer palette. You can see we like those goldy shades. They are nearly gone. So I'm going to mix the gold and the bronzy shade and just take that right across the top of the cheekbone just to make it pop even more.
So we're sort of emphasising what we did with the liquid illuminator.
Yeah, I feel like the liquid illuminator makes the powder illuminator just like
Pop.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're both from Iconic.
Yes.
They know what they're doing with their illuminators, don't they?
Do. So once I've done the under eye concealer, etc., I like to just look up. I go back in, like say with that burnt orange shade, with the buffer brush, and I just buff right over the bottom of the eye, just so it really blends in, and you don't have any harsh lines from that concealer.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Nip and Fab mascara. I'm going to apply lashings to the lashes. That's good.
It's one of the first times we've used this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Embracing it, yeah?
Yeah, it's really black, which I love. And yeah, it's quite like thickening and lengthening. You know how you get some that just give you really thick lashes and some like...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But this does it all.
Yeah.
Thanks Nip and Fab for providing the girth and length.
And mascara on the bottom lashes. Vicky has long ass bottom lashes, which I'm very jealous of.
Like, you need to allow being jealous over the one thing in my body that grows though. My head doesn't grow. Like legitimately, I look like Noah Fielding without my hair extensions in.
No.
So then we leave my eyelashes to dry before we stick false ones on.
And we do brows, soap brow.
I feel like so many of the big makeup movements of today, I just totally didn't acknowledge when I was growing up.
I don't feel like we did acknowledge them. I think now, like, there's so much like social media and YouTube tutorials and whatnot that we didn't have as teenagers. And now, like, the teenagers know everything.
Right? Like, as a child, I just used to whack Collection 2000 all over and then, like, have, like, a line of silver across my eyelash. Yeah?
I used to like, my favourite thing was like I used to just get bronzer and just scrub it like all over my face. I didn't like shade the outside of my face.
No.
I would just colour myself in
Right.
as I could get.
If you didn't use Dream Matte Mousse in shade Caramel, like, are you even a 90s kid though?
But I've got to be honest, I didn't use Dream Matte Mousse.
What?
But only because I did have a little bit of an insight into the makeup world because my older sister worked for Bobbi Brown.
Right.
When I was a teenager. So even though I would do my makeup badly, I would do it with really nice makeup. So she would get us all Bobbi Brown makeup and then I would just do it badly.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'd just be like, Bobbi Brown bronzer all over.
Bobbi Brown blush. Oh my god, Dolly Mix from MAC, straight up here.
It was exactly like that. And I was like, blusher.
Oh my, I just remember me and all my mates used to go out and would be like caramel brown faces, no contour, use like a whole palette of dolly mix on the cheeks here.
Yeah.
No eyebrows.
No eyebrows.
And just a pair of false
All
eyelashes.
of the eyelashes. Yeah, that was the vibe, I think.
I just looked like a bald egg with eyelashes.
I never did concealer lip though.
No.
I always was against that.
I think I might have put like a clear lip gloss on over my concealer. See, you know what everyone says, oh, Vicky's had surgery, watch her done her face too much. I've never touched my face, I've had nothing. What has happened to my face is this girl right here.
It is now contoured, that is what happened.
I just know what I'm doing. Well, I don't, she does.
So now we're taking Pear's transparent soap. I've just wet that soap a little bit, rubbed a little clean mascara spoolie on it, and then I'm using it as a brow gel to push up all of those brow hairs and make our brows look fuller and fluffier. Just a
highlighter, yeah.
So we're just taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder in chocolate. And we're just sculpting out the brow a bit, giving it a bit extra shape and colour, but not making it too heavy. No scouse brows.
No block brows.
And we're taking Eldora false lashes in H151.
The skill involved in putting these on without a pair of tweezers. Can I just commend you?
I like to use my nails. I feel like they're like built-in tweezers. And then we're using these little mini lash curlers from Reveal Beauty. I'm just going to nip that false eyelash into the real eyelash.
God, this takes a steady hand.
And not to take someone's eye out.
That just makes like the join seem seamless, I suppose.
Yeah, so you've not got that kind of like line of your lash and then the false lash.
That awkward gap.
Yeah, it just merges them together. And this is MAC Strip Down Lip Pencil. I'm just taking a little peach stock lipstick from MAC.
I love MAC lipsticks.
I know, they are the best, aren't they?
They smell like cake.
Yes. It's a vanilla scent.
It's cake.
It's cake, okay. I'll let them know. I just use this in the centre of the lips and then blend it out.
So here it is, the finished product. Isn't she a genius?
Oh, well, thank you.
I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative and learned some bits. At the very least, I hope I haven't bored the tits off you and you found it entertaining.
Fingers crossed. Bye!